So 3 days of being bloody hot, and then suddenly like a thunderstorm and lightning and rain, rain, rain. How quickly the tides can turn, right? Yeah, and I've also been having headaches. And yeah, it's, some claim it's this thing. You know, when I put it on, I have to be like a certain distance, and what I wouldn't do to laser the shift out of it. No. I remember I had like really good eyesight, especially in the distance, like when we're in the highway, the freeway, whatever you want to call it. Uh, I could already read the signs way before everybody else in the car, and I think my distant eyesight is still okay, but up close, yeah. And some claim it can be restored with practice, which I haven't tried yet, to be honest. Hmm. Maybe I should give it a go. Yeah, and sometimes when I talk with my yoga friend from the Netherlands, and she says, "How thick is that onion? I've been peeling away layers for so many years now. When do I finally get to the core?" And then yeah, sometimes I answer, "You just reached the core, but it brings us brings up very uncomfortable stuff, which we usually don't want to look at or feel. So yeah, then before you know it, without you knowing it, the amygdala or the ego, it will just find a way, you know, to go back into stories." Yeah, but I really haven't felt great the last couple of days, and I think uh, it's because of this breakup and her moving out thing. I'm not sure. Yeah, so if you're new to this channel, welcome to Lightbringer Jeroen, talking about conscious awareness from lived experience. Um, in my videos, I don't talk about, but I talk into awareness. Uh, in general, I speak from lived experience, knowing I am no longer identifying with the person, the persona, the personality, the ego, the body-mind complex, however and whatever you want to label it. And I usually just start somewhere, like what's happening today, and then I go a little bit deeper into things. Sometimes, like I use I use some concepts to explore, and almost always in the end it all ties back together. Don't ask me how I do this. I guess it's just something that comes naturally to me as a storyteller. And this video is part of a collection, standalone pieces you can watch anytime, no particular order, with the name While Shift Happens. And for those who didn't notice it yet, I mean, ChatGPT totally missed it. Of course, while shit happens, or shit happens, the expression. But this is about while the shift in consciousness is happening. We are gearing up, people. We are moving. Not from one dimension to another dimension, but from one density into another density, from one era into another era, from Pisces to Aquarius, the end of the Kali Yuga. There's so many pointers, traditions, stories, explaining what we're going through right now. And yeah, being awakened doesn't necessarily mean it's got to be a walk in the park. No, actually quite the opposite. Ignorance is bliss. Those who have no idea what's going on, you're just in survival mode, so nothing basically has changed for them. For some, it might even have become a little bit easier. Why? Because, yeah, there's so much pointing. Yeah, of course, Trump is an idiot with the Iran thing, or Putin is a crook because of this, or no, Putin is actually the good guy because of this. Yeah, AI is marching on. It's danger. Made a nice video about that. I might share the link in the description. I'm not sure when I'm gonna publish it yet. It's gonna be called Danger is Real, but Fear is a Choice. Something like that. But yeah. So this yoga friend, how thick is the onion? No, once you've peeled away enough layers to get to the core, then it basically is just starting. We are just starting. I mean, if this whole thing about New Earth and Old Earth, the split of the prism, not prison. Yeah, it's basically breakout. Yeah, so all those who have lived in prison pretty much all their lives, they don't want to go out into the real world. No, this is weird. It's unknown. Why would he do that? No, I will just, stay where I'm at. Even though I realize I'm not really free. People will die to keep up the lies. To keep the story alive. Yeah. But yeah. So, awakening or being consciously aware of the, let's say, I am presence. It doesn't mean like everything is suddenly like, oh yeah, no. And like my friend Tom is explaining on his channel right now, I will also put a link to his channel and his video in the description. He's, going through addiction, marijuana, the green, the jealous bitch. That's what she is. And yeah, he's on the verge of a breakthrough. He speaks a lot about surrendering. And I explain it as, you're not surrendering to the addiction. No, you're surrendering into the experience. I remember it so clearly, smoking every single day, waking up with it and going to bed with it every freaking day. And yeah, at some point, I got this paranoia attacks, like you never consciously notice the moment you fall asleep, right? No, you just, the next day you wake up and apparently you fell asleep. But yeah, I was smoking so much, I guess this is maybe the reason, I don't know. So I was aware of the moment of falling asleep, like literally leaving my physical body. Now, Rudolf Steiner, he has like a nice explanation that, yeah, sounds reasonable, sounds logic to me. Now we have like 4 bodies: the physical body, the astral body, the etheric body, and the I, the you. And when you go into delta sleep and your rapid eye movement, I think it's already later when you're already asleep. But he says, when you fall asleep and enter the dream world, it's your I body together with your astral body, leaving your physical and etheric body behind. You move. There's a silver cord keeping you connected, so you always find your way back. And he even claimed, I think I read it, I don't know which book I read it. He said other creatures, other beings take care of your body while you sleep, take care of your physical body. So that's why sleeping can feel like a healing, like regenerating. And that's why sleep deprivation is so horrible, because you cannot really reset, restore, recuperate. But I started noticing falling asleep, like closing your eyes, stoned as a, in Dutch we say, stoned as a shrimp. Or stoned as as a promiscuous Jew. Yeah, we Dutch have weird humor. Um, I could. It was like it was not like a clear sensation because yeah, I just fell asleep, and then because I was like aware of not breathing anymore. I was aware of not being in my physical body anymore. I even had a couple of times the experience of standing next to my body, looking at my body sleeping there. Like, what? And then I fell back in, or I jumped back in. Like, whoa. And I, yeah, it helped me because I was like instantly cured. It was done. Anytime I would smoke a doobie, even just one puff, I would I would go like psycho, like crazy, like paranoia, hyperventilating. So yeah, that's all she wrote. It was done, and then came the most difficult part because all the fears I've been repressing for many years, they all started to rise to the surface. Fear of driving in a car, fear of contained spaces, small spaces, fear of um, asphyxiating, fear of, I don't know, many fears. Fear of heights. That was like weird. As a kid, I always climbed in the highest trees and look at me. Fell down a couple of times. uh, and now suddenly, like, fear of heights. I was living on the, I think, on the third floor, and suddenly I couldn't look down anymore. Like, what? That was weird. And I remember meeting a friend. He was living on like the 15th floor. Whoa. As soon as I entered I don't know what you call it in English, the balcony, or where you walk across all the front doors. I was like against the wall like this, like whoa, and fear going to my body, like whoa, racing, oh, my heart like. So yeah. Yeah, and days like this, I just, I take a break, I relax. Watch some movie. I tried several new uh, series, but the only one I kind of liked, Foundation. But started to feel like maybe you remember Lost, first series, first season. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to know what the number is about. Second season. Yeah, yeah. Now it's now they're getting there. I want to know what the number is about. And then third season, and it season 715. Everybody just forgot about the number. No, I think I made it to season 5, and when they released the final season, I think I watched it just out of sheer curiosity, and I was so, yeah, I wasn't really um, let down. No, I already knew it was going to be a bullshit end. So it was not really a disappointment. So, yeah, short episode today. Just me showing up, talking about life. So, what do you do? What do you do when you have a off day? How do you deal with it? Or if you have like a off week or an off month or off year or an off life, how do you deal with it? Let me know in the comments, please. I would love to hear your story. Okay. Uh, yeah, I'll post a link to the playlist here or here to the collection and the next video, which YouTube will choose for you because he knows all about what you like. Ciao.